Hello, I'm Dr. Che, and in this video today we will mark one medicine letter. It can also be helpful. This letter correction can also be helpful for nurses and for other professions like pharmacists, other professions also, because overall writing assessment criteria is the same. So please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel for future videos, like, comment, and share my videos. And if you like my videos, just give me some positive comments below. And if you have any question, you can ask me. So I am Dr. J, and in this video, we will mark one letter. And this is Dr. Che OET Writing Correction Service. Here is my WhatsApp number. If you need any help, it is written in the comments below here. So this is my Facebook group. You can join me on my Facebook group. Dr. Diana is with me today. She will be helping me to mark this letter. Just to be honest with you, this letter was marked already almost 8-9 months ago for my student. I'm just marking it online so that I can show you and to how to mark and how to write letters, what are the mistakes. So Dr. Diana, this is, you know, greeting part, okay? So here you can see the date is at the start, okay? It is not wrong. It is not wrong to use to write date at the start, but mostly and commonly we see date after address, okay? So, so we should use the common style, okay? We should write the date after greeting, after address, okay? Another important thing is for date is we need to leave one blank line before and one blank line after date like this. It should not be mixed like this. One blank line before and one blank line after this date. Okay. And another thing is this format of date is not wrong. It is correct. But I prefer the month should be written in June like this. Okay, doctor.
Okay.
So it is not wrong. So that is why it is yellow. This is my color scheme. You can see here. It is not updated here, but yellow is mean it is not wrong, but it can be improved. Red is when it is something wrong. So doctor, this is okay. Newton Hospital. This one, this is name of the city is Newtown. It should be on separate line or on the same line.
Same line.
Same line. It should be here.
The street, and then the next line is Liu Chang.
Newtown should be on separate line. Okay, like this.
Separate. Yeah.
Yes, like this. Okay. Now this part. Dear Dr. Robert, here this comma is optional. You can write it, you can omit it. Okay, doctor. But when you are writing date of birth or age on the same line, we should use comma here. This comma is necessary. This one. This one is optional, but this one should be written. This one is necessary. So Miss Anhal, that is okay. Date of birth is written here. So what we should write for this student? What we should write? This is my WhatsApp number. If any of you, and please join my Facebook group. Uh, a link to my Facebook group is given here because it is easy for me to give you updates in my Facebook group. And this is my email. So this format of date is correct, but it would be better to write the month in words. Okay, doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Means June, not 06. It is better. Another thing is, another thing, it is not wrong to write write the date at the start, but mostly in OET letters we see date after address. So please follow common style. Okay, so we should follow common style. We should not try new things in OET. Problem with OET and other English exams in OET, we just need to communicate a clear message to other medical professional or other person. In other English exams, we need to show off. We need to express. We need to show off our knowledge of English. But here, we need to communicate a clear message to the reader. Okay. So
Okay.
here we will write that please write name of the city on a separate line. Okay, doctor.
Mm.
So here we should say that please use comma. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
please use comma here. Okay, now we need to read purpose. Okay, greeting is okay now. This greeting
Okay.
is clear.
Clear.
We should go for
Sure.
purpose. Thank you for seeing Miss Hall, a 42-year-old secondary school teacher. Let me see the original because maybe I have corrected here. No, it is okay. It is like this in the real. Thank you for seeing Miss Hall, a 42-year-old secondary school teacher who I suspect has a gastroesophageal reflux with possible stricture. I would appreciate your further assessment and endoscopy if required. So let us go step by step. A 42-year-old secondary school teacher who I suspect has. This is not good way, okay? Who I suspect has, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I will see because there was question mark in the case notes with this esophageal gastroesophageal reflux, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So here you can see article with medical uh, diseases. We don't need article. We should not use article with medical conditions. We cannot say diabetes mellitus or an asthma like this. We cannot say. Who I suspect has, instead of who I suspect has, we should use uh, who actually with gastroesophageal reflex. This diagnosis is confirmed. Only possible is stricture. So who has, no, in the case notes is question mark with gastroesophageal reflex. So who has features or sign and symptoms suggestive of, okay,
Mm-hmm.
who has features suggestive of gastroesophageal reflex with possible, with a possible stricture or only stricture. I would appreciate your further assessment endoscopy. Now my question is, with medical procedures like endoscopy, MRI, do we use article or not? We use article or not with.
Uh,
So
yes,
we should use article, okay, and endoscopy.
yes, and.
And I would appreciate your further assessment and endoscopy if required. So it is something extra. You can use a comma here just to make it a little bit separate. This extra thing here.
Mm.
So here we should say that please improve this part and uh, try to write in typical OET style. Okay, the typical say who feature who has feature suggestive of, okay, like this. I have already explained in my first video. So and we don't use articles with medical conditions. Okay. The next thing is this part. We should we should say that please remember we use article with medical conditions. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry, medical conditions, no, with procedures. Can you give me some other example of procedure where we use article? Like endoscopy, any other?
Um, a CT scan,
A CT scan, mhm. Bronchoscopy,
bronchoscopy.
bronchoscopy, oh, no, bronchoscopy, okay. What is happening here? Oh, CH, bronchoscopy, okay. Other bronchoscopy, CT scan, MRI. So with all of them, we use article.
Mm-hmm.
So now we should copy here over model answer. Okay. Can you read here, please? Okay. Can you read
I'm
this?
yes, I'm writing to refer Miss Hall, whose signs and symptoms are
Suggestive. Suggestive.
suggestive of gastroesophageal reflux with a possible
Stricture. Stricture.
structure,
Stricture.
structure.
Yes.
Your further assessment and management, including a possible endoscopy, would be highly appreciated.
Okay. So when it is possible, then we use a, and otherwise it is an endoscopy. Are possible. So here we can use, you can say who signs and symptoms are suggestive of this with possible stricture, your assessment and management. Another ways we can keep endoscopy to mention at the end in conclusion. Then we can write like this, okay, without mentioning endoscopy. Can you read now? Read it please again.
I'm writing to refer Ms. Hall, whose signs and symptoms are suggestive of gastroesophageal reflux with a possible stricture. Your further assessment and management will be highly appreciated. Or we
Or
can also.
at the start, instead of I am writing to refer, thank you for
Mhm.
seeing, okay.
Okay.
So all of these are things are possible, okay.
Mhm.
So now let us move to next part. Second paragraph, after purpose, we need to on presentation today. Okay, what we should, so instead of on presentation today, what we can write simply today. Okay,
Today.
yes. As this is single visit, almost, a single visit letter. So we will write where today there is no need of chronological order of importance, because this is single visit letter. What I remember. So, on presentation today, we can simply write today. Miss Hall has reported that she had a 2 week, is a week, history of dysphagia for solid. Okay, we should go step by step. As reported is not wrong, but is not good. Only we can simply Miss Hall reported. Okay, today Miss Hall reported that she had. So here we should use just typing mistake. She a
2 weeks.
but it is typing mistake. But here we need there is grammatical error. We need to use here hyphen with a two, then hyphen, then weeks. Okay, now it is green. Okay, is there any still any error or not? Is it correct to use weeks, or we should use week?
A 2 week. I think it's
Week.
2 weeks.
Yes, when we use hyphen, this style of hyphen, a 2 week history of not weeks. Okay, so who reported that she had a uh, instead of she reported that she had a 2 week history of, we can simply write she reported a 2 week history of. Okay, yeah, we can just, it looks better. Okay, today Miss R reported a 2 week history of this. Okay, this one is not too important. Reported a 2 week history of dysphagia for solids food. No, solids. Okay, only solids or solid food. Okay, not solids food, for solids. Okay, dysphagia for solids, which had appeared after upper respiratory tract infection, which had appeared is okay, which appeared is also acceptable, since both are okay. After upper respiratory tract infection mm, and self-medicated by over-the-counter Chinese herbal product with unknown contents. So here you can see this part is not good, and Miss Har reported, and she, first of all, you can see this is too long sentence. If we long write such a long sentence, it would confuse the reader. The reader cannot easily understand the meaning. Okay, so that is why we need to improve it. We can divide it into two parts. Okay, which appeared after a respiratory tract infection. Here, full stop. She self-medicated herself, or self-medicated. Okay, we can use self-medicated herself. Or self-medicated is also okay. She self-medicated. Herself would look better. Okay. She self-medicated or medicated herself by an over-the-counter Chinese herbal product with unknown contents. She medicated herself by an over-the-counter Chinese herbal product with unknown contents. So here we can use this as yellow, so that we can divide it into two sentences. Does not look good. Again, misal also. So is it good to use name again? Misal we have already used here in the same paragraph. We should use name or we should use
She
uh,
can put she is fine.
she. We should use pronouns. She also complained of epigastric pain. She also complained of epigastric pain which had radiated is not good, okay? Is
Mm.
not good. Which radiated to back. But overall, this student is making things a bit difficult to understand. Which radiated. Oh, instead of which radiated, we can simply. She also complained of epigastric pain radiating to. Okay, this one is much better. Radiating to her back with parts of body we should use as his or her or the. And in T12 T12 this word I could not understand because it was sent in picture form, this letter. So here in T12 thoracic vertebra whatever it was here, so we should. There are no sensation of a lump and no signs of. There are, let me see. There are no, so you can see here the patient, this student is writing in today's visit, we can use present tense or past tense, both of them are okay, but we should be consistent with one tense. If you are going to use present throughout your today's visit where possible. It is fast, then use past throughout, okay? I would prefer there was, okay? There was no sensation of a lump and no signs of anxiety. Or better would be she had no sensation of lump and signs of anxiety. This no can be used for both, okay? This no
Mhm.
should be omitted. There are no sensation of a lump or signs of anxiety. So no should be used one, and I would prefer whole were. It would be she had no sensation of a lump or signs of anxiety or signs of anxiety. I would prefer here, okay, like this. She had no sensation of lump or signs of anxiety. She has recently increased her coffee consumption and what is here? And takes, okay? Our subject is singular, we should use here. She has recently increased her coffee consumption and takes aspirin 2 to 3 times a month. Is okay. As she is having epigastric pain, so it is okay. So here with this, I will then show you my model answer so that you can improve. So here it is not wrong, but it would be better to only use today. Okay, doctor.
Mm.
And here please improve this part. Read my rewritten sentence, and also use hyphen with time period here, and weeks should be singular. Okay, here without s, here we should use. Okay, so we need to, for this part, solid foods we should use one of them. Okay, solids or solid food. Okay, like this. So what we should say to the student, that please only write solids or solid food. Okay, doctor, can you understand, or do you have any questions so far?
No.
Okay, what we should say here to the
Mm.
students, please don't write too long. Please don't write too long sentences. What will do, it would confuse the reader, and it would make it difficult for the reader to understand. Okay,
Mhm.
so please improve this sentence and divide it into two parts. Okay, so we need to divide this sentence into this big sentence into two. Now it would be easier to understand after dividing it into two parts like this. Here we should say that please mention name of the patient at the start of a new paragraph, and then use pronouns. Okay, he or she, like
Mhm.
this. Okay, then is this part, only radiating would look better here, and also improve second sentence a little bit. Okay, sentence. So at the end, what is this mistake? What is this mistake called? Subject verb agreement error. Our subject is singular, our verb should be used accordingly. Subject verb agreement error. Please, our subject is singular, so use singular verb with s or es accordingly. Okay,
Mm.
so we should is improve like this. Now let us move to the next part. Over to a suspected, maybe due to a suspected astropharia reflex. No, here we need to write our purpose. No, over How I have, because I provide my students my model answer so that they can compare. This should have been written like this. It would look much better like this. Could you please read this paragraph?
Today, Ms. Hall presented with a 2-week history of dysphagia for solid food, which appeared after a possible upper respiratory tract infections. She self-medicated herself by an over-the-counter Chinese herbal products with unknown contents. Ms. Hall also complained of an epigastric pain, which radiated to the
No,
back
radiating.
and
It should be radiating. Okay.
radiating to
Hmm.
the back and T12 level. There was no sensation of a numb and no signs of anxiety.
Okay. This letter was written at the start, so I have made my model answer according to that. I have made some changes. So here you can see this part of aspirin I have taken from here. So I will mention it later on. So
Mhm.
here there was no sensation of a lump or and no R. Here we are signs of anxiety. Okay.
Mhm.
So it should be like this. So now let us move to next part. Just 1 minute, please.